Okay, so this is gonna be probably like an unintentional product placement video, and I did that because algorithms. Anyway, unintentional. Uh, because I got part of my Walmart delivery. Well, I got the delivery part, and then there's some stuff getting shipped. Like my wheat and things and whatever. Anyway, so it's not a very exciting video so far, right? So I don't know why I brought all this stuff in here. Actually, maybe I do. But so I was gonna go over like kind of what I was gonna do, what I was gonna make, what part of anyway, what I dragged in here. But actually, before I do that with my delivery, and there was this, which is a really nifty looking reusable bag. Actually, before I get into this, so it's like got various samples. I didn't look at it yet. We're gonna do an unboxing, a Walmart gift bag unboxing, unbagging. But before I do that, so part of my order was supposed to be Bob's Red Mill almond flour so I can make almond milk, and I got a substitution of great value. Notice the blue and the blue. And I just want to comment. So the little star was interesting, but it might be time for a rebrand. I mean, it might not be. Definitely the great value though. Maybe even a Cause like, okay, so I get it, but especially with when you're getting organic, right? And if you get your Bob's Red Mill swapped out with great value, you don't want it to look cheap. You know what I mean? So packaging, the branding for some of the, and it's just a suggestion, and maybe the right person will see this and go, holy crap. I mean, probably don't need me, you got AI, but on a whim, especially, okay, so like Walmart, like people buy great value organic shit. Like if they're maybe not rich enough to always get the Bob's Red Mill because they're on food or whatever the fuck, right? But they also don't want to look like a fucking cheap generic bastard. So even if the price has to get raised, bear with me, and maybe you have the good old fashioned like some generic branding, but you have something that looks more earthy, more new agey. I mean, Walmart started carrying the prints with like suns and moons and stuff like that, so might as well. And for the record, Walmart, you got to start carrying like Torah and Kabbalah, and not just Bibles, like in store. Maybe not in rural areas, but maybe. So anyway, different packaging, because organic stuff is typically more pricey anyway. So if adding a little bit of extra bling or El Natural bling to the what you call it, the packaging, the branding, like that I don't know. I don't think the most consumers would even notice. I mean, maybe some would, but fuck them. But just a few cents, right? Who notices that? It's like when all of a sudden it's like eggs are like a certain price, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, they're like $5. Well, there's some eggs that were like $10. Like, oh my god, do these chickens? Is this like? Never mind. Are these chickens gonna clean that? Anyway. So speaking of like the branding, and I don't know if I like that branding's okay, but just for example, the packaging, right? Bob's Red Mill is a little bit, you all know how the branding goes. Anyway, I got more stuff to talk about, but first, or second, or whatever, let's get back to the unbagging. Now, I like this, but again, well, so there's the star on there. The star's not so bad, because it's almost like a digital. And, I don't know, I like the colors. I think there should be different, but this isn't so bad. So let's dive right in and see what we got. Now, as I did through this, something else. This is a really good idea, Walmart, and you should probably do this like at least once a month, if not every couple of weeks. You're probably thinking, what? No, I'm telling you what, because customers will be like, oh my God. And I'm betting a lot of these what's in here, companies spend money on marketing anyway. Why not come right to the consumer by giving them a present through your favorite company that delivers your food, or your butt wipes, or your tampons, or your, not that I use tampons anyway, it's been a while, but you get what I'm saying. Again, this is a brilliant idea. So let's start right away, and there should be, or maybe there was, because there's like some kind of glue here. Maybe there was something and it fell off. We'll have to see as we go through this, but it's a bubbler, antioxidant, sparkling water. Triple berry breezer. So, right off the bat, there's like a whole can of, I don't know what the normal retail price of this would be, but gee, thank you Walmart and or bubbler. Yeah, that's right, because it's not a water fountain. Anyway. It's Wisconsin joke. And then we dig in here some more, and then, oh my goodness. Simple Mills. Very nice. Simple Mills seed and nut flour sweet thins honey cinnamon. Only purposeful ingredients. Nothing artificial ever. Why was I just talking about the organic stuff? I don't like this logo. And, oh, sweet thins. So it's not a huge bag or anything, but it's enough. It's like a... In some vending machines, this would cost a pretty penny. Like a bunch, like at least 300 pretty pennies plus. Depending on the vending machine. So... sometimes, yeah, at least $2.50 probably to get it. So this is the retail value. I'm just saying. I do have Jewish lineage. What do you expect? Anyway, thank you, Simple Mills, and once again Walmart. Again, I wasn't expecting this to be a product placement, but that's what the fuck it is. But I'm not marking it as such because it's not like I'm getting anything of benefit or that I had any kind of arrangement to get anything. I didn't know. I got a present today and I'm unboxing it and I'm giving props to the people who gave me this fucking present. That's what I'm doing. That's how we're gonna win. Anyway. Moving right along here. Oh, ooh. Meat Terra sea salt tortilla strips. Ooh. And of course, oh wait, there's coupons too. Well, I don't know how much off this coupon is. I guess I should start unboxing each of the bags, right? Excuse me. Suggestion. I don't know what Goodwill uses for their reusable or compostable bags, but for stuff like this in the future, especially if you're pushing organic stuff, use a compostable, everything wrapped, and it probably won't cost that much more. Pass it off to the consumer one way or another. You know how these things go. But again, you can't just be like, hey, here's organic and we're doing all these good things. Hey, let's also fuck the planet with more plastic. No, it's got to be compostable plastic. Goodwill's making people even pay for their own bags now. And I don't know if Walmart's doing that, but I honestly, unless there's a lot. So I think that, okay, so here's what I would do. This is how Jewy I am. So if I were Walmart, like up to a certain amount, so if you spend $15, if you want a compostable bag or two for your items, you are going to have to pay for those bags. Otherwise, I don't know. Well, people are sick of plastic, so I don't know how it's going to work, right? But you gotta stop fucking up the environment. And maybe it does have to be passed on to the consumer, but the company's got to. So maybe I don't know how it's going to go. But I would definitely after it's just like with $35 delivery, you get free shipping. Well, $35 up, then maybe you get all the goddamn compostable bags you want, and then so much and up, you get as many of these as you want, or some kind of credit for if you reuse your bags. I don't know how that would work, but Walmart, you got to catch up. I mean, you're amazing, but part of the reason, like, I'm grateful for Walmart. They piss me off sometimes, but I'm super grateful. And I can even get shit delivered in the middle of nowhere, even, but in the city or anywhere. So grateful. I never thought that someday, just a mile from where I grew up, that I'd be having a major retailer delivering anything to me. Well, once upon a time, back in my day, we used to drive in the Pinto. I'm not even kidding. In the Pinto, in the snow, uphill both ways, just to go to Shopko, which isn't even a thing anymore. But anyway, excuse me. All right, so then we got some balanced. Ultima Essential Electrolytes, pink lemonade. Oh, that sounds kind of. It's like probably the worst. I would give people like a better flavor than pink lemonade, but maybe that's what they. Maybe that's the point, because like they made too much pink lemonade, and it's like people are like, pink lemonade. Anyway, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel about pink lemonade, or any kind of lemonade, unless it's really sweet. Now, lemon drops, that's another story for another day. Those are amazing, but nonetheless, even though it's not my favorite, I'm grateful. Probably at least $1 retail value. Again, this is from Ultima Replenisher. None of the junk, balanced hydration, so this will be good. I actually might have this today, because I have been letting myself get a little dehydrated. So, and then 6 key electrolytes. Ooh, zero sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs. I hope it's got the plant-based sativa and not aspartame in it, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know why, for some reason this reminds me of Rhonda, and I don't know if she predicted this or if she works secret, if she's like a secret Walmart agent. But wear for 5 days, delivers less scarring. Band-Aid Heal Pro, 5-day protection. One all size. I'm not sure. Well, thank you, Band-Aid. I'm not sure the retail value on that. Hopefully nobody's going to be getting cut anytime soon. But we'll see. Stuck on you. So anyway, I'll put that back in there. Alright, let's keep going in here. And then we've got Instant Hydration Watermelon Premium Electrolyte Drink Mix. And this Instant Hydration, and that's the name of the company, Instant Hydration. So, what did I say? Watermelon. See, now that's what I'm talking about. That's more like it. Unlike the, what was that? I see it was so pink lemonade. Yeah, no, watermelon. Fruit punch. Anyway, moving right along. Grateful. We've got Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier. Say yes to sweet candy cherry flavor. This stuff is probably terrible for me, but when I get my should I do like kind of not a redneck voice, but I don't know, like a super redneck? I don't know how that works, but yeah, it's sort of like a disabled. By the way, I have multiple sclerosis. I'm not just fucking. I'm brainstem multiple sclerosis, and my temporal lobe is all kinds of, and it's just like whatever. That's why I bring that up. But nonetheless, maybe it'll be healing stuff. I gotta read more into this. Sugar free. That's probably good. Ooh, ring cup. I'm making this. Say yes to sweet candied and this was not planned. This was complete. I had no idea that this was in here. So it's kind of fun. But I mean, it's true about the pink one. So At the same time, okay, I don't want anybody to feel bad, but these other companies, you gotta work on an organic candy flavor, organic orange creamsicle flavor. Get her done, people. Anyway, but still grateful. I will still use that because I have. When you are dehydrated enough, it could be like, what's something that's really gross to drink? Beer. It could be beer flavor, and I probably then I probably still wouldn't drink it, but maybe if I was dying. Anyway, liquid IV cherry ring pop flavor. I'm setting this. I'm setting everything aside. I'm drinking this, which is gonna make it kind of funny. Some of the other stuff that I'm gonna show. Liquid IV. That's a very interesting name too. This is your go-to when you get too drunk and stoned the night before. You get your liquid IV the next morning. I don't know, but brilliant. I'm sorry, but I'm just like that. That's good. And then that's it. And then we got a Walmart membership can pay for itself. And then it's reminding you of some things. Discover our top picks of the month. Oh, and then some of these are things that they're trying to sell you, like, actively. Is the liquid IV on here? Oh, it is. Skin. Huh. Green delivery. Video streaming choice. I think I'm still with Paramount Plus, so I can watch South Park and Beavis and Butthead, I think, and I think I should turn that on today. I was starting to, I don't know where my phone went, but because things are so whatever, and there's not much I can do, there's only so many jobs I can apply for and get denied for, so I threw up some physical items for sale that would just be kind of stupid to move around, and like also kind of stupid to leave behind given everything. And for the record, I'm more in a place of gratitude, but I'm also more in a place of common sense and knowing my value and knowing the value of something that my mom gave when everything came here with me, which I feel like should have covered some stuff. But regardless, moving forward, I don't know. There's probably got to, again, I'd be okay to, I feel like, I feel like this room could be rented out now. Because the code, the code problem or whatever, that's fixed. So the one thing that made it not really rentable. I mean, maybe a GFI still for the lights, but that are in there. But beyond that, and that's not even necessarily a code thing. That's just a me thing. I don't know for certain. But aside from that, like, I don't know. But I'm still in a more peaceful, but yet detached and logical mindset. Self-love, but yet detached and taking care of myself, but also, still trying to want to be fair about it, even though I could go there's got to be some fairness for me too, but for the most part, there's still air conditioning. I'm getting around okay enough that it's not like there needs to be ramps right now. Everybody, I'm not going to stay forever. It'll take time to do whatever I got to do. But that being said, it's like I got to make some money, and like regardless of what happens, I've got to contribute. So I feel like if I'm going to get a ride somewhere, anywhere, I gotta contribute and do whatever, because and I don't know. So anyway, I started playing my phone. I got some apps where you make the money for playing games and shit in your phone again. It hasn't been going very well because I went back to ones I already installed and played, so I'm not getting much credit yet. But anyway, what I was going to say, if I do that, then maybe I'll put on some stuff in the background, because normally it's hard for me to sit down and watch even an entire half-hour show without getting squirmy and having to get up and do something or smoke or clean or whatever. But yeah, anyway, back to this. This was a very nice gift basket from Walmart and all these other companies. I'm excited to try all of these products, including the pink lemonade. And I feel like the instant hydration, yes, instant hydration pink lemonade. Anyway, set this off to the side. Well, I'll set all this back in here. So, I still gotta wait for a delivery. And then my Amazon, well, that's just coffee and tea. That doesn't come till like Tuesday, I think. But I got, I think, everything, pretty much everything I need to make various smoothies. And I got this powder, though, I think it is the same stuff. I think it is. It was Garden of Life. And what I was trying to do is get superfood powder, but that didn't work out so good. But I got this organic plant-based protein. Unfortunately, it's got a lot of pea protein in it, and I think that usually kind of makes my belly like, bah. I'm going to see if there's something I can do about that. But this is, I'm thinking, ooh, what a big thing. But then as it turns out, it's only like 18 servings worth. Which is okay. I mean, it'll get me the rest of this month, right? And then just to be on the safe side, which this is still 7 servings, but I got a can of this instead of the bottles to create a bunch of waste and recycling, and it's like, fuck that. And then it's like 1 extra. It's probably a little more mess, but I also think I could stretch it out. Well, we'll see how this goes, because I think when I tried just doing Orgain, if there's anything like that, before, it was like, whatever. I would mix this with other stuff. So, like, how I would make an avocado smoothie. My own almond milk eventually, right? So this will go, when I get the, I don't know if I got buckwheat or not, but I did get the, what is it, Bugler, the wheat. I got wheat, and I'm gonna cook it with raisins and hemp hearts, and I don't know, got some other shit too. But I'll maybe show that off later, maybe I won't. Mainly I just wanted to show off I got some free snacks. It's like some free, this is brilliant. And then when people try them and they like them, then they'll buy them again. And they'll remember the company, because they'll be, well, I mean, I will. Maybe it's more of a marketer thing. But yeah. Anyway, that is my video. Peace, love, light, and kittens. Later day.